The LCS controversy stems from the late 1990s, early 2000, when we were supposed to receive 27 new generation patrol vessels from the Kedah class based on the MECO 100 design. Unfortunately, the yard that was given the contract, all the 27 vessels were supposed to be built by this particular yard. They failed to deliver, and the government in the end had to pump in more money in order to obtain 6 of these vessels which were already under construction. And this caused a void in the maritime defense system, and as a result, the LCS tender was then issued. And initially, the Navy wanted the LCS to be of the Sigma design, because Sigma was also the Sigma design is meant for frigates and also littoral combat ships. So it's a ready design for that particular role. However, as we know, according to the PAC report, that this was changed midway, not long after the ministry agreed for the Sigma design. It was changed by both the yard and the ministry, and they agreed to construct based on the Go-Wind design, which is actually a design for corvettes, much smaller vessel, either corvette or the offshore patrol vessel. So it's not meant for the LCS as it was intended for. Okay, the change is a big issue here because number one, you have a design for something of in the region of 90 meters, okay, with its internal compartments all designed for either a corvette role or an offshore patrol vessel role, and you are trying to make this into something that becomes either a frigate or an LCS, which is you have to extend the whole thing. You have to redesign the internal compartments before you can actually complete the whole thing. So, as we know in the PAC report, the design was never finalized even after launching the first ship. So, this is why it has affected the program.
The LDM dia nak ambil Diamond Sigma sebabkan Diamond Sigma dia dah ada design as a frigate sesuai dengan LCS lah, littoral combat ship, maksudnya frigate lah. Sedangkan Go-Wind yang di design oleh Naval Group, dia design sebagai corvette, dia tak ada design as a frigate lagi. Jadi sekarang ni bila tukar kepada design Go-Wind, kita terpaksa buat design baru. Design yang original manufacturer pun tak ada lagi. Jadi sekarang ni bila dah nak buat design baru, itulah yang menyebabkan benda tu jadi delay. Sebab ambil masa untuk buat design baru. Sedangkan Diamond dah ada design dah, tak boleh tukar dah. Just buat je.
The shipyard approached the Ministry of Defence and somehow recommended the Go-Wind design, without going through the Navy, the end user itself. And what transpired at the Minister's office then is not known. Okay? We don't know to what extent the former Minister's involvement in this is, but what we can safely say is that the Minister must have been convinced that we should change it to the Go-Wind design, okay, for whatever reason, and signed it off without getting the Navy's feedback.
Ini yang menjadi kontroversinya. Sebab saya difahamkan kontraktor dia tidak ngikut apa yang kemahuan TLDM. Jadi saya agak sukalah, saya tak tahu kenapa tiba-tiba dia nak ambil Going juga. Sebab Going tak ada pun design as a frigate. Kalau dia dah ikut saja apa kemahuan TLDM, rasanya benda dia takkan berlaku.
Kita sekarang ni bukan hidup di zaman Perang Dunia Kedua whereby kapal dengan kapal ni bertempur dengan menggunakan meriam. Now is sekarang kita dalam teknologi moden, which is anti-ship missile ni dia adalah the new taring. Okay? Untuk gantikan missile, untuk gantikan meriam ni. Tanpa missile ni kita macam tak ada apa-apa, hanya bergantung harap dengan meriam sahaja. Bayangkan kita ada satu kapal yang hanya ada meriam saja, sedangkan adversary atau lawan kita ada missile. So secara atas kertas dia, siapa yang kuat sekarang ni? Without missile, anti-ship missile, kita tak ada keupayaan cegah rintang. Cegah rintang is one of benda yang amat orang overlook. Itu yang sebenarnya yang berlaku sekarang.
Yang 6 ni adalah sebagai fasa pertama, dikira sebagai fasa pertama untuk ke arah TLDM menuju ke arah kita panggil sebagai Blue Water Navy. Blue Water Navy ni Navy yang boleh beroperasi ke serata dunia, bukan setakat dalam negara. Dengan kapal perang canggih ni kita boleh beroperasi di mana-mana saja.
That's my answer. Looking at the photos, they invited the media over to have a look at the number 1 ship, the irregular, and the media took lots of photos outside and inside the vessel. Looking at the piping system, I don't think that it will be ready within 2 years. Number 2, what we can see from inside the ship itself, even the cabling has not been done. Okay, there's going to be thousands of meters of cables running through that ship that needs to run through that ship before it can be completed. I myself have been involved in the building of 2 offshore drilling rigs and also 3 offshore support vessels. So when you look at something and you've seen what it should look like in order for it to be completed in 2 years, you know this will not be completed in 2 years.
Kenapa benda ni penting? Kita boleh guna cara diplomasi. Kenapa nak perlu aset tentera? Dua-dua ni kena balance. Kalau tak ada diplomasi, habis. Tapi kalau bergantung diplomasi saja, we are done for. Kalau bergantung kepada aset tentera, we are done for. So, dua-dua ni kena balance. A very good example, perang yang berlaku pada 24th February yang lepas. Zelensky sendiri pernah cakap, Presiden Ukraine, war in Ukraine is what happened is when the diplomacy gone wrong.
Kali tembakan pertama dilepaskan oleh musuh, masa tu kita akan beria-ria mengejar, tanya mana kapal kita, mana pesawat kita, mana kereta kebal kita, mana askar kita. Sedangkan kita selama ni ikat tangan mereka macam ni. Bukan dekat depan saja, dekat belakang. Dan pada masa tu kita akan merasakan apa yang kita dah buat untuk askar-askar kita. It is something that we need to do for them. Kita perlukan kapal tu untuk memberi mereka keupayaan untuk menjaga kita. Tetapi apa yang berlaku sekarang, seperti yang saya sebut, kita ikat tangan dekat depan dengan belakang sekali.
Sebabkan TDM kekurangan kapal moden. Jadi ini menyebabkan TLDM terpaksa terus menggunakan kapal-kapal yang boleh kira dah uzur sangat lah. Kapal tu pun sepatutnya dah ditamatkan khidmatan, tapi disebabkan kapal LCS kita Go-Win ni masih belum siap, jadi kapal-kapal lama yang sepatutnya dah ditamatkan khidmatan tu masih terpaksa digunakan. Dia no choice, terpaksa refit balik. Tapi dia taklah secanggih dia, sebab dia nak upgrade pun dah tak ekonomik. Jadi just as a gun, bersatukan meriam saja. Jadi kalau usaha meriam ni setakat nak ronda biasa boleh, tapi kalau berlaku peperangan, saya rasa ia tak mampu. Kita perlukan platform bersenjatakan pemandu.
In terms of naval capability kita, I like to quote Tan Sri Panglima Tentera Laut, Tan Sri Muhammad Rizal Muhammad Sani. He was mention benda ni semasa persidangan keselamatan negara di Putrajaya dan baru-baru ni. Dia sendiri cakap kedudukan Malaysia adalah lag behind di belakang Indonesia, Singapore, Indonesia dan Thailand. Coming soon, Philippines will take over us. Sebab kenapa saya Tan Sri Rizal menyatakan tersebut? Ianya adalah reality. And then dia pernah menyatakan pada hari sambutan hari ulang tahun Tentera Laut ke-88 di Lumut hari tu, keadaan semasa aset kita 61% menghadapi obsolescence.
We keep seeing Vietnamese fishing boats coming into our waters. We keep seeing Chinese Coast Guard vessels patrolling off the Lukunia shoals in Bintulu, but there's nothing much that we can do because we don't have the ships to chase them out. The most that we do right now is, as what is written by an analyst, a foreign analyst, is that Malaysia waltzes around the Chinese Coast Guard ships, allowing them to do whatever they want and just shadowing without, enforcing at least to say that you are in our waters, you're thousands of miles from home, get out.
Kesedaran kita pasal aset pertahanan ni terlalu rendah. Terlalu rendah. It's a good thing LCS is blown up. Because why? Everyone is speaking about the military assets. How good, how strong, how carry weight the words are, it depends. But the thing is, kesedaran bab pertahanan negara ni penting. Kenapa kita ketinggalan? Mungkin plan fail, mungkin keterusan, terlalu banyak faktor yang berlaku. Mungkin kita rancang, yalah kalau rancang macam mana pun, kalau pelaksanaan fail. For a good example, NGPB. How much we need the NGPB and how much yang dah berjaya direalisasikan. Macam LCS, supposedly kalau ikutkan plan sekarang, 5 kapal tu dah beroperasi, but none of it operational.
Dalam kes BNS ini dah terbukti lebih baik kalau kita nak buat procurement tempatan seperti ini lagi, kita kena pecahkan kontrak. Dan kita kena ada profesional yang betul-betul masuk untuk vetting through the contract supaya tak ada apa-apa yang menjadi kelemahan kepada kerajaan nanti. So mesti dalam kes ni kita ada beberapa isu yang disebut dalam laporan yang telah diklasifikasikan tempoh hari. Seperti kontrak yang memberi terlalu banyak kuasa kepada kontraktor, sedangkan yang sepatutnya memiliki kontrak adalah kerajaan Malaysia.
This is where the procurement system needs to be changed. For me, the Ministry of Defence should be the facilitator. The end user should dictate what they want. Okay? And facilitator will then look for the budget and then will tell the Navy, okay, we have this much, so you decide what you want, and then we will facilitate the procurement for you. And the yard should not have any say. And what we know from the PAC report that the yard has all the say and the Navy had none.